Hey everyone, Rob from Daisho Tactical, bringing you a quick video today on rifle I teach with. I know it's been a while since I posted some stuff. I've just been real busy teaching. This is the fall. It's kind of my busy time for teaching. I'm out on the range 4 days a week. Also been really busy with my sling business, so I haven't had much time to get in front of the camera and do this stuff. So today I want to talk about a rifle that I love to death, but it's really not that impressive as far as performance-wise, but it's one of my favorites. It's the one I teach with here, right here. So I don't do, at least I've never done a clone rifle. This is my first kind of, I wouldn't call it clone, I call it clone light, like clone inspired, period inspired rifle. I wanted to build something that was akin to what we used in the early 2000s when I just started getting into rifles, like 2002, 2003. So this is it. This is what I teach with every day. The main reason I use this rifle is because it's not expensive, it's really cheap, and I like showing my students who have really nice rifles, really expensive stuff, that it's not the rifle, it's the shooter. So this is what I use in that context. It's kind of a Franken gun. Okay, the lower is my first lower from Bushmaster. I purchased during 2002 during the ban. So it actually says for law enforcement and military use only here. So that's kind of cool. The ban wasn't cool, but it's kind of cool having some stuff from back then. I purchased the upper from Palmetto State. It's an 11.5-inch upper with their triangle front sight post on here, kind of a more traditional look. I'd never purchased any Palmetto State's products before. This one was on sale in their President's Day sale. It was like $360 with bulk carry group, so it was a hell of a deal. I really had no expectation of it performing good, bad, whatever, and it has performed outstanding. I probably have about 4,000 rounds on this rifle in this configuration, so I've really run the hell out of it. As far as the rest of it goes, the optic, that's just an old school Aimpoint M2. It's over 20 years old. It's one of the originals. It still works great, so there's no complaints there. I think it's got even the IR. It's actually technically an Aimpoint M68 because it's got the IR settings for the first three. The rear sight post is old school GG&G MAD rear sight post. This was the shit back in the early 2000s. It's really robust, really heavy. I love it. It was in my parts bin, and it's probably been there for 15 years when I threw it on this. Additional old school stuff on this rifle. You'll see here it's got this Magpul bad lever. I don't use this on all my guns. I just threw it on this one actually because I had a bicep injury for a while. I was having a hard time locking the weapon to the rear, and I just left it on there when I painted it, so now it's kind of a permanent attachment. I like them. I like training with them, but most of my guns don't have them. Additional old school stuff. This charging handle, it's got this tactical latch here. Back in the day, before they had lots of cool aftermarket charging handles, you had to buy this little latch for like, I don't know, 25 bucks and throw it on there. Once again, I had it sitting in my parts bin, so I threw it on there. Bravo Company B5 Sopmon stock. This is kind of my go-to stock for all my rifles. I just love it. As far as the rail system goes, I was thinking about getting a Knight's Armament rail to really get that traditional kind of GWOT look, but the problem is those cost like $320, and they're really not that cool. It's all the cloners out there getting the market all jacked up. So this is the Midwest Industries one. It costs like $125, and it comes with QD mounts. So it's actually, in my opinion, a better rail system. As far as the light's concerned, this is a Streamlight HLX, which is a good light, not a great light, with a kind of a horrible pressure pad system and horrible wiring on it. So I actually tried the Arasaka adapter for this. It costs like $38, and then you can put a Surefire pad on there. So I got a Surefire activation on top, and that has made for a really nice light. As far as suppressor goes, Silencer Co. Velos LBP. Obviously, this is a newer suppressor. If I was going to make a time period correct one, it would have like a, I don't know, Surefire RC1 or some shit. But those are kind of shitty suppressors. So I already have the suppressor on some of my other guns, so I just run this on it most of the time, and it runs great. Other than that, factory trigger, pretty much factory everything else, and it runs great. I really enjoy shooting this gun. Most of my videos you see me when I'm teaching, it's with this rifle. As far as the camel pattern is concerned, I just rattle cam this on. I wanted to try out a gray camo pattern. I think it turned out pretty good. I just used 2 different shades of gray and black, just Krylon, and threw it on there with a laundry bag, just standard stuff. And for the sling right now, just shameless self-promotion. It's just one of mine. Okay, this is my 2-point bungee sling Gen 2. I call it the black licorice sling because it's not for everybody. Generally, I haven't really loved this sling in the past, but I've been teaching a lot with this year, and I've really figured out why people like them. It just gives you that extra inch when you need it, and it still sinks up pretty tight when it's fully cinched up. It's just a real practical sling. So that's all I got for my, I guess you call it GWOT inspired or whatever, early 2002 build. This is the gun I teach with. It's basically just a workhorse, just a basic hammer. I shoot it about, I don't know, 300 to 400 rounds a week, every week this time of year. And just run it all week and clean it up just a little bit on Fridays, and then back to work, back to Monday, we just grind through again. So just really love it, and works great for me. Thanks for watching. Time for the post-video shameless request for support. If you guys like my content, you want to see more of it, please like, subscribe, hit the little bell. You guys know how YouTube works. Better yet, support my channel. Go to my website, daishotactical.com. There you can find a variety of products that I make myself at my workbench. I make a variety of slings in a bunch of different colors, quite a few different models. I also make shooting bags. Any money spent at the store really does help me moving the channel forward and making more content for you in the future. Thanks for watching.